team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to Denton, Texas, home to the North Texas Mean Green. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the North Texas Mean Green. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. North Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wants to go up top on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
Well, I love the offense coming out and trying to stay aggressive, but you're going to have to do a better job against this pass rush, keeping your quarterback upright. He got drilled as he was trying to throw that football, and that's why it fell incomplete.
To the air on second down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Quarterback gets the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw in that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Going to swing it on second down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Maddox. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Maddox. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. They'll run the option. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Makes the catch. It's Gilliam.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Line is set on third down. Quarterback on the keeper. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Longhorns come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Gets it out fast. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll go back to the ground. Nice move there. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Washington had an impressive showing at home, and to do it with some of the legends of the past there, Mark Brunell, Napoleon Kaufman, and Lincoln Kennedy, what a special victory. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake up the Pac-12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
North Texas lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. And if that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
On 4th down, going to the air. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Longhorns have pushed it inside the 20. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wants to throw on 3rd. Snagged out of the air. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football all week long.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. The play action fake. Forced out of the pocket. They get to him as he throws. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Wants to go up top. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out of space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and pushing and coverage. For the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
They'll run play action. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Touchdown, Longhorns! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Maddox. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on 2nd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Cotton. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some more.
Oh, he's got some space. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Now on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Off play action. The short hands, it's Cross. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
That's caught. It's Cotton. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Right on the money. Touchdown, North Texas. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Good concentration to get that squibber inside the 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. At the 45 on his way. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Grabs it inside the 10. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And the Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Coming out with it, it's Maddox. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. He's looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On third down, he drops the throw. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Lofts one high and deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Maddox. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this. Especially in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? Win, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
Get set, get set.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. They'll go to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Line getting set on second down. Leaves it with the back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. Turns it on at midfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for this season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number.
There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quickly complete. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. So the final period starts with a second down play. He'll keep it himself. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Got his man out of the backfield. Touchdown, Mean Green. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives. The coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Texas offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. Here comes the offense onto the field again. To the air on 1st down. Still looking, on the move. He'll pull it down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. Catch in the middle, it's Gilliam. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got it on the move. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. Just keep slinging it. They'll run the screen. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen. Down big. Might as well. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. The snap sets up to throw. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, North Texas.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
That's reeled in. It's Maddox. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The 4th down try goes awry, and that might just do it. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run.